Hello there, UK comic book reviewer here. Here I have a very recent annual, Beano Annual from 2021. Now I'm going to show you something on the back as to how much I paid, how much it cost, and how much I paid for it. So let's have a look and see what's new and see how it compares to older annuals. Anyway, we've got a race going on there between all characters. Bananaman's in there, Dennis and Minnie the Minx are both in there. Street Kids are in there. Got new characters who I don't recognise. Anyway, let's carry on. This book belongs to... Good, that's not been written in. Dennis and Gnasher. Now, the first thing you'll notice is Dennis's parents. This is Dennis the Menace Jr. His parents are completely different. They're the 80s Dennis the Menace and Minnie the Minx. So 80s Dennis the Menace and Minnie the Minx got married and had Dennis Jr. He summoned a Greek god by the looks of it. And let's get the page over. And also a lot of weird and wacky, wonderful stuff going on there. With even a lion appearing. Carry that on. This is a 3-part story, I think, that goes on through different pages. There's a Menace Test 1, how to make your own cannon for firing things, presumably. Betty and the Yeti. A young girl with a pet Yeti by the looks of it. It's obviously a new character, completely different from characters I've been used to in the past. Bananaman, that good old children's TV series that I used to watch many years ago, that I absolutely love. And the comic strip's actually not bad either, to be fair. And he beats Appleman by the looks of it. And then you've got Minnie the Minx, the new Minnie the Minx this is. Obviously this is not the old Minnie the Minx, this is the new one. And she's got a different mother and father for a start. The father's got ginger hair. That's a bit of... so is that a bit of a pointer as to who her father might be? I'll let you decide. I might do a comparison at some point, comparing different ones, but we'll leave that for another day. Anyway, got Roger the Dodger, another long-running favourite with Dennis and Minnie. His dad's the same. I think personally they should, if they're going to update the parents of Minnie the Minx, Dennis Minnie, I think they should do the same with Roger the Dodger. Because that'd be really cool to see the dad being a huge Dodger, being Roger, the 80s Roger the Dodger is the dad, being a massive Dodger. But anyway, leave that for those side, and there's a little maze for him and his dad to get out of. Get back to the car with a load of, I presume you've got to take a certain route. Lots of bats and bears and ghosts. Nice. We've got a few short comic strips here. Billy Whiz, old favourites. Billy Whiz, Biffo the Bear, Gnasher and Nipper, and obviously that's 80s Dennis the Menace as the father, and Lord Snooty, who's been updated. Ruby JJ Pieface. Pieface is a well-known character for Dennis the Menace, but this is an entirely new one. Walter the Softy actually makes an appearance in this one as well. These 3 characters are very new as well. And very different. Not bad. It's not bad actually, to be fair. Street Kids, they're old favourites. With Teacher, the long-suffering Teacher. Very long-suffering now, isn't it? And well, they seem to be ganging up against bad people more, the Backstreet Kids. It used to be the teacher against the kids, but now they seem to be ganging up a bit more, looking at this story. You've got Calamity James, that other old favourite, the unluckiest boy in the world. Who seems to be scared of everything. Numbskulls. Well, obviously that's from the old guy in the bit, that chap in the Beezer. And now we've got Minnie the Minx Numbskulls, which is interesting. So perhaps they're doing this as a running gag for some of the characters. Dennis and Gnasher, the good old they're all favourites. Well, this is Dennis. To me, this is Dennis Jr. because obviously the Dennis and Minnie I knew and grew up with is the dad now. I'll show you, see if we can find a picture of him soon. No, not here. The Menace Test 2. Making the perfect paper airplane. I saw actually something in a book, something in a charity shop today about Dennis the Menace style paper airplane. I debated whether to get it, but I didn't in the end. Minnie the Minx, the new Minnie Minx that is, against the usual characters. And also in school now she's shrunk and then got bigger again. You've got Billy, you've got the old favourites in the small strips there. Billy Whiz, Biffo the Bear. Close ups of them. Gnasher and Nipper. Obviously, this is the 80s Dennis and Minnie being the dad here, doing a barbecue, and Gnasher deciding he wants all the sausages, which obviously I think the dad will be very happy. And Lord Snooty, getting a rather large hat. Betty and the Yeti again. Young girl with the pet Yeti. Trying to get to a restaurant for no food left. Ruby, JJ, and Pieface again. Well, Ruby's actually in a wheelchair. I didn't notice that before. So obviously we've got a young girl in a wheelchair. I wonder if it's ever explained why. Maybe she's got perhaps got maybe she's got spinal or growing condition, or maybe cerebral palsy or something like that. Who knows? Pedigree puns. That's presumably some animal jokes. Some of the Best Street pups are there. Gnasher is there. There's an elephant there as well. Not sure who that is. Best Street Kids again. The old favourites. Apparently Harry Potter, is it? Oh no, Harry Trotter. That reminds me of that joke from the Only Fools and Horses episode, when Rodney was trying to come up with a story, and they decided on Harry Trotter, but he couldn't because it was copyrighted. Okay. So, and apparently he starts a load of magic spells in their class, which is interesting. And a ghoul as well. That's another continuing story. Numbskulls for Roger the Dodger. A lot of crossovers in this, I've noticed. Calamity James, the unluckiest boy in the world again. Maths Camp. I don't think likes them. Bananaman again. The good old favourite who I used to watch when I was little. And apparently Minnie the Minx has made an appearance in this as well. Well, Fatty out of the Bash Street Kids is there as well. A few others as well. And obviously, like I say, Minnie the Minx is there as well. I don't think Bananaman wanted her as a superhero. Looking at it, Roger the Dodger. Planning a dodge to get a free meal by the looks of it. And having a rather annoyed manager at the end with a load of tomato sauce on his head. As you do. Bean Olympics, sort of like the Beano version of the Olympics. Obviously all the favourites are in there. All the classic favourites are in there. Obviously 80s Dennis the Menace. Dennis is dead. This is the starter. Has the role of starter in this. And obviously this continues for quite a while, this one. Sort of like sports events. And everyone wins a prize except Dennis, I presume. And Gnasher was asleep the whole time. And further on we have more comic strip shorts. Roger the Dodger making an appearance. Roger the Dodger and one of the Best Street Kids, making an appearance in Billy Whiz. Biffo the Bear again. Gnasher and Nipper again. And Lord Snooty. Bananaman makes an appearance again. Fighting against General Blight and Bink. That's Dr. Doom, I think. Or Dr. Gloom, Dr. Doom, something like that. Dr. Gloom or Doom, something like that. I can't remember actually what the character's exact name was. And Bananaman again. Dennis and Gnasher again. With that continuing story where he meets the Greek god and a load of characters. And also, Teacher at Best Street Kids makes an appearance. I think that looks like him anyway. And obviously another menace test to make your own catapult. No, not tried it, so... me and the minx again. This time, beating up a guy and going on an adventure by the looks of it. And her dad who happens to have a blue face. I'm convinced her dad's ginger out of the Beezer. But obviously, please let me know if you think any different or if anyone's got any different ideas. Dempsey James again. Ruby, JJ and Pieface, the new characters. Wearing square glasses by the looks of it. Numbskulls, who's this time? Oh, Calamity James again. His Numbskulls this time. Definitely a lot of crossovers in this one, isn't there? Betty and Yeti again, the young girl with the pet Yeti. Best Street Kids again, the good old favourites. Probably the continuing story from that Harry Trotter guy. Definitely reminds me of Only Fools and Horses, that does. Definitely does. Rodney never took up the idea though, but the Beano decided they would take the idea on. And there's a kid who should have been there. Make a cup levitate. No, I don't think I will today. Roger the Dodger again, with his dad going to the museum, by the looks of it. Minnie the Minx again, with dad. And dad running faster than pretty much everything, and getting pretty tired of all that running he's been doing. And Calamity James again, this time with Biffo the Bear making an appearance. Bananaman again, the good old classic TV hero. And also over here we have the continuation of Bananaman doing a bit of demolition by the looks of it. And also some short strips from Billy Whiz. Biffo the Bear. Gnasher and Nipper again. Watching a firework display. And Lord Snooty, the Posh Kid. Roger the Dodger again. This time he's scaring off his dad by the looks of it, or his mum is, with a nice green face. And you've got the Best Street Kids again, going on an excursion by the looks of it, to this other school, school apparently. And you've got Can You Handle More, the guys at all the regular characters at Christmas Tree, Numbskulls, who's that this time? Betty's Yeti. Or the Yeti anyway. And Ruby, JJ and Pieface again. And Betty the Yeti again. And Menace Test 4, Dennis the Menace, his continuation of his story with that Greek mythological chap. And the end of the race, by the looks of it, where completely different characters have finished the race. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. That was like a little bit of a new version of the Beano. So that's a pretty good comparison actually. It definitely does have a lot more superhero stories and a lot of crossovers from the old one. But I think that was well worth 50p. Anyway, take care guys and stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.